My mission is to impact the hearts and minds of women, helping them change their stories and empowering them to love themselves, their bodies, and their lives.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Change Your Story podcast. I'm Hannah Dawson, your host and transformation coach. I'm a certified personal trainer, nutritionist, mindset coach, writer, speaker, and creator of the Fit Club Babes app, and I am here to help you transform your life. While I love teaching all things nutrition and fitness, and trust me, you'll get lots of that on here, my true passion lies in the power of mindset and self-relationship. I know firsthand how powerful a mindset shift can be. It has profoundly impacted not only my health and fitness journey, but also my relationship with myself, and it can do the same for you too. Many women believe as we age, we lose our beauty, body, and health, but that's not true. You can feel and look amazing and get better with age, and I'm going to show you how. Are you ready to change your story? Let's flip the script one thought at a time. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the Change Your Story podcast. I'm your host and transformation coach, Hannah Dawson, and I am so excited for this new series, you guys. I'm absolutely we have so many amazing episodes coming up, so get ready to learn how to master your metabolism over the age of 35. There's so much that goes within that. And today's episode, you guys, we are going to be talking about, it's actually the intro episode to all of the episodes over the next 6 to 7 weeks. And the intro into the 3 keys to mastering your metabolism masterclass. So if this is something that interests you, if you are listening to these episodes and you're like, I want to dive deeper, I want to learn more, make sure you see the show notes and add yourself to that email list so that you will know when that masterclass, the dates are for that masterclass. And then we have something really exciting coming up, which is our course called Mastering Your Metabolism with the M3 Method that will be launching in January. So the masterclass really is going to touch on what we're going to really dive deep into the course. But these episodes are really going to give you a taste for more. Okay, so today, you guys, we are really talking about setting the stage. Setting the stage in the sense of, you know, when we think about our metabolism, when we think about aging well, when we think about all of the things that people say about aging for women as we lose our beauty, body, and age, or lose our beauty, body, and health, what does that even go down to, right? Where does that even start? And I can tell you where this starts and where the foundation is, and it's called self-relationship. That our relationship with ourself is the most important foundation that we can build on, and actually the only foundation for real transformation to occur. And so that is why we're talking about this on the Change Your Story podcast. In all of these episodes, you guys, I'm going to have a question at the end for you, and I'm going to have homework. So I really encourage you to get a journal. If you are driving when you listen to this, we'll just come back to it, or remember if you can do a voice memo or something, because we're going to go over that in the other episodes, why it is important to take action on the knowledge that you are learning and how that is the only key to really having a real transformation and really touching on this thing, which is our body, and changing our body and feeling well and living well and loving ourselves and having confidence and having good self-esteem. It all really starts with self-relationship. It's something that really forms the foundation for change, right? Your relationship with yourself, how you view and treat yourself, is at the core of whether or not you succeed in transforming your body, your metabolism, and ultimately your life. All right. One of the most important truths I learned is we do not rise to the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our systems. This is a theme throughout this whole entire series. That quote is by James Clear. He wrote this book called Atomic Habits. If you haven't read it, you need to read it. You need to also listen to the audiobook, and you need to maybe do both. This book is life-changing. Every time I've read it, I learned something new. And this is something that is a truth, is that you can have all the goals in the world. You can have all of the fluffy believing things in the world of what you want your body to be or what you want your life to be. But if your systems are broken, your habits will be destructive. You won't be able to sustain anything that you want to rise up to if you do not have the proper systems in place. And the M3 method is a whole system. And we're going to be diving into that a little bit. The systems, the first system that we need to look at is our relationship with ourselves. If that relationship is unhealthy or negative, it will distort our decisions and ultimately then our actions, right? Think about it. If your perspective is limited, right? If your perspective on who you are and what you're capable of and what your body is capable of, if it is limited, meaning you don't have the knowledge or the understanding, your perception of what you can do or who you can be or what you can have will be distorted. If you see yourself as incapable of change or unworthy of success, then that's how you will behave, and it will block you from reaching your goals. I've been on this journey for some time, and some of the most profound wisdom I've encountered has come from my 11-year-old daughter. And her simple but powerful perspective on self-relationship completely shifted my own. And I'm actually excited to share with you guys today a little clip of interviewing her on the wisdom that she shared and on her wisdom on what it means to love yourself and have a healthy relationship with yourself. And I think, it just amazes me that a child can have such insight and such wisdom. She'll say the most beautiful things sometimes. I think, wow, like not even an adult could articulate a way to say that. And so I really wanted to share that beautiful message that she said to me with you guys. And then we'll dive into kind of more of the context of what she was saying, because when she said it to me, it was even more in depth and more articulated so well when she was in the moment with me. But then when we recorded, she said it. And we kind of had to remember how she said it. And so I really want to let her say it, how she said it. And then I want to dive into breaking that down. But I'm so excited to share with her, with you guys, what she had to say. And I hope and I believe it will bless you today. So let's get started. It is loving ourselves. It is embracing aging well, being healthy, and loving ourselves wholeheartedly. So I'd like to introduce my 11-year-old, Tegan Dawson. Say hi.
Hello.
All right, so she's going to share her bits of wisdom with us today. So I'm excited to hear what she has to say. And so here we go. We've got some questions. What does it mean to love yourself?
It means that you say nice things about yourself and you don't put yourself down and stuff.
What's something that you do that makes you feel good about yourself?
Definitely singing and definitely dancing. I want to be on Broadway when I grow up.
Love it. How do you cheer yourself up when you are having a bad day?
I sing.
You sing? I love that. And what else?
Talk. I always want to talk.
So you love to talk things out. That helps you feel...
Well,
that helps you cheer yourself up when we have good conversations?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think that that is a lesson for loving yourself, is to be able to have good conversations even with yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's something you wish grown-ups did more to show that they loved themselves? Let's just talk to the moms for a moment. What do you wish moms would do more to show themselves that they love themselves? Okay, let's go. She says laugh. She says laugh. She's just showing it. We need to laugh more. Okay. Maybe that we should just laugh at our mistakes more and not get so uptight about things. Should we laugh more?
Yes.
Okay, I love that. So what do you think makes someone beautiful?
When they're kind.
I love that. So kindness. Do you think that's the most beautiful thing that someone can be, is kindness?
Yes.
Right, T. So if you could give us women one piece of advice about how to love ourselves more,
Don't try to change yourself if you're uncomfortable with yourself, because you're just going to keep you're going to keep finding more things that are wrong with yourself, even though there's nothing wrong with you. And aging is a part of life, and life isn't about aging or your appearance. It's just about how you live life and love.
And that all starts with your relationship with yourself, your communication with yourself, just like T shared with us in the beginning of this podcast, all the things that she, does to love herself and encourage herself, and what confidence means to her, and all of those things. We have to apply that. We can't forget that our relationship with ourselves is one of the most important, and our inner dialogue with ourselves, it's going on constantly, whether we realize it or not. So once we take control of how we speak to ourselves, how we think about ourselves, everything will change. It is, if we're always looking for things outside of us to change us, or buying into this ideal that if we reach the certain body weight, or if we have this certain body or this certain life, that then we will love ourselves, or if we look a certain way, then we'll love and like ourselves more. But here's the thing, if we buy into that, it's like, I call it the never enough beast, and it's never satisfied and it's never hungry. And when we feed that, when we buy into this lie that if we're a certain weight or a certain body type, that we will love ourselves then. So, we buy into those instant things or the quick fixes. We've all been there, and we think if I can just get the weight off, then I can do the habits, then I can do that. We actually feed that never enough beast. And when we get there, we don't recognize it. It's met with a new level of distortion, and it's never enough. And it's never enough. And so we never end up staying there because we don't believe that we are worthy of staying there. And we haven't built the foundation to actually keep us at that place. We haven't built the systems in place, that we have reached the goal without the systems. And so, like I said, we won't be able, it's like we just grasp it, and like air or like fog, it just kind of slips through our fingers. And we're back off where we started, most times worse off than before, with new levels and limited beliefs of that we can't achieve what we want to achieve, and this creates this cycle. And so we actually have to go inward, that we have to sit with the uncomfortable feelings that we have about ourselves, and we have to learn to love that version of ourselves, because then and only then, when we choose to love ourselves where we're at, will we get to where we want to be. We have to learn to love ourselves, knowing that there's certain things that are inevitable, like aging, ladies. It's inevitable, but how we age is a choice. How we choose to age. A lot of the lies about women's bodies and what we should be and what we should look like and what is expected to happen, a lot of that is other people's limited beliefs. So we have to choose what beliefs that we're going to have. And that is one power that you have. That's a freedom that you get, is to choose how you want to live and how you want to feel and the relationship that you want to have with your body. And that is how this whole theme is going to go. We're really going to dive into, what it really means to actually master your metabolism at the age of 35 and above. What that means to why self-relationship is the first place that we have to start. And the next episode, you guys, we're really going to be diving into broken belief systems and why we have to tap into that first. I hope that this episode empowered and inspired you today, like it did me, that the advice from an 11-year-old can be profound. But when we hear something and we actually decide, okay, like that resonated. I'm going to start tapping into this uncomfortableness that I'm feeling with myself and my body, and why am I feeling this way, and how can I make a change, that nothing outside me will actually make me more comfortable with myself, that it's actually a choice that I have to go within and choose to make that decision myself. You guys, we're going to be going into this really deep in my free masterclass called The Keys to Mastering Your Metabolism. We'll be focusing on how to align your systems, starting with how to relate to yourself. And this will be the key to mastering your metabolism and transforming your body. So I have a question for you, and then I have some homework for you. All right. So my question is, how do you currently relate to your body? Is your self-relationship helping you make empowering decisions, or is it distorting how you see yourself and your potential? Remember what I said in the beginning. If your perspective is limited, your perception will be distorted. And we will dive into that over these next few series. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Please send me a DM, PM me. You can send me an email. Everything will be in the show notes. And here's your homework for this week. Take a moment to reflect on how your self-relationship is shaping your actions, right? Write down one way that you could start improving your relationship today. A little hint and insight when it comes to your relationship with yourself and reflecting on that is, and improving that. I know sometimes it can be overwhelming, or questions can be, hard to dive into. Think about your relationship with someone else and what that would look like, a good, healthy relationship. Think about your maybe your child, your daughter, maybe your mom, if that's a good relationship, and think about, how you would improve that. And then start turning that inwardly of how you could improve your relationship with yourself. How would you want your daughter to talk to herself? How would you talk to your daughter? And then start doing that to you. Start looking at yourself like the most important relationship, because let me tell you, when you start building your relationship healthy with who you are and yourself, everything else in your life will rise to that level. When you start showing up as the highest version of yourself and really, honoring, what you want and what you say that you're going to do, and you show up and you do it, everything in your life will rise to that level too. But you have to be willing to do the work. And in the next episodes, we're really going to dive into, broken belief systems. And this is something is going to be the whole theme literally of this series and of the masterclass is, systems, right? What systems do we have in place? Are they broken systems? Are they solid systems? And how can we make our systems work for us and our systems be aligned with the goals that we want to achieve? You guys, in the masterclass, it's called the 3 Keys to Mastering Your Metabolism Masterclass. I will be sharing the exact systems and steps that you not only need to transform your body, but also your mindset and your self-relationship. Remember, if your perspective is limited, your perception will be distorted. The masterclass is going to be your opportunity to break free from that. All right, so spots are limited, so make sure you go and sign up now. You will get emails and notifications when it is open for you to to join the masterclass, to pick your time slot. It will be a webinar, so I'm so excited to see you there. But until that time, I am going to be sharing little tips, little teasers of what is going to be in that masterclass, and enough for you to start getting prepared and start thinking about what this really means to you, what this really means to aging well, to loving yourself, to loving your body, and to ultimately changing your life for the better and living the life that you always wanted to live, and raising the bar and raising the systems to align with the highest version of yourself. That is it. That is all today. You guys, thank you for tuning in. Bye for now.